All right, what's up, guys? So, Elena Black has uploaded a video titled Dear Cora. So, yeah, for those, I guess, if you, I mean, I feel like that everybody has seen when Cora Jade, she was released from WWE. And that's one of those things where I'm like, fam, if I could just say real quick, like, Cora Jade seemed like somebody that would have had an impact in WWE. And I feel like that if it had to have been like a rivalry with Roxanne or just overall trying to fit in. It's like, and I think that's what you see a lot of the times, like where wrestlers are having to build their names up in tag teams and stuff. And then eventually, you see where people are like, yeah, I think it's time for them to get like a singles run. Cause look, my thing is this for prime example, look at Dominic Mysterio. Here's the thing, and it's no disrespect to Dominic Mysterio, but I feel like that Cora Jade in her rookie year was a lot better than Dominic Mysterio in his rookie year, because a lot of people was viewing him as like, he's just living in his dad's shadow. So that's when it's like, yeah, he had to do his heel turn, had to sign with Judgment Day, and now look at him. Where it's like you don't even put them in the same category anymore. Like Dominic Mysterio, he's his own man. Rey Mysterio's his own man. But and it's one of those things where it's like he didn't have to be like the next Rey Mysterio. Like he made his own wave. Why couldn't Cora Jade get that same treatment? And I'm like, and that's the thing where I'm like, I feel like her in NXT, like, fam, she should have been a multi-champion. She should have been one of those people that like had like what do they call it? Dang, I can't even think of reigns. Like, yeah, long. She should have had like a long title reign, if not like a multi-women's champion in NXT. And it just trips me out where it's like and I know people are probably asked like how, if I was like a WWE writer, like how would I have it set up for her? So I definitely would have had it where she built her accolades in NXT and then eventually got called up to the main roster. And that's one thing that I haven't seen yet. Maybe they have done it and I just don't remember, but I haven't seen where they've done that whole situation where it's like a rookie. You hear where they kind of mentioned it a little bit here and there and things, but I definitely would have it where it's like, she goes over to SmackDown because she seemed like she would be a fit for SmackDown, builds her name up there, maybe heads over the Monday Night Raw, but I definitely would have it where it's like everybody's just giving her this like disrespect treatment and stuff. Like it's like fam, what am I doing wrong? It's like, okay, it's like I did this, I did. And so yeah, just have it where it's like, eventually then yeah, probably have it where she teams up with Roxanne. If not that, then have it where it's like a rivalry and stuff between her and Roxanne. I mean, because they did kind of, I felt like their rivalry was pretty entertaining and stuff. But yeah, definitely I would have had it where it's like she would have made a name for herself. And then yeah, eventually whoever the women's champion was, have it where she attacks her, make it where her character Cora Jade, it's like, she's a little bit darker and things, when it comes to like just overall who she is in the ring and stuff, and then like her personality and things. Yeah, have it where it's like, yeah, it's like she is going to, it's going to make it seem like she got like actual heat with the, because I'm saying it's like you have it where it's like they got social media, they got freaking what else, but yeah, it's like if not that, like kind of like how they're Drew McIntyre, where it's like, it's like you see where he goes to social media and say some things, it's like, yeah, that stuff is entertaining. Do that with her. I'm saying, like, I just felt like that her releasing, it's, yeah, hopefully she does, well, I think she did say she was gonna take a break from wrestling. So yeah, I guess like however she goes, because I think that I ain't gonna get into details in, her newfound career choice and things, because there might be some kids listening and stuff, so I'm gonna keep that on the shush shush. But no, I mean, like at the end of the day, it's like whatever she has planned. I hope she does succeed with it. But yeah, it's like I do, but I will say that WWE, they definitely fumbled the bag with her. It's like they could have had it where it's like she was like, yeah, attacking the other, and I think that's how I probably would have had it where it's like she built a name for her self, like found like whoever it was, like had it where she put like Nia Jax on the shelf, but like fictionally and stuff, not actually and things. But yeah, had it where she did like just like some crazy attacking on her and things, and then yeah, then she's just like, it's like the like female talents. It's like not actually or literally, but it's like they're looking at her like, okay, she put Nia Jax on the shelf. There ain't no telling what she'll do to us and stuff. So yeah, have it where it's like, you know, she like really builds like her name up as a heel. And then, you know, maybe, but that's the thing though. It's funny how it's like how that works, where it's just, you know, you see where they're healed, but they still get love from the fans and things. So yeah, there's definitely a lot that WWE could have did with her, but at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, man, you know, it's whatever. So, but now let's go ahead, check out this video. Make sure if you guys have it. This is her official channel. This is her YouTube channel. So yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Elena Black. And with that being said, I think this is like a send off, a goodbye to Cora Jade.
Hey,
but
I know you can hear it. The noise. The noise that drowns out their cheers and admiration. It comes when things are supposed to be full and vibrant. And you think a shot or hell even a bottle can drown out that noise? That noise has always been like, me. So let's make one thing clear. This was never your story. It was always mine. While you stood there and smiled for them and aimed to earn their love with that surface level mean girl bullshit. When all along I was the one who carried you. I was that brute force that you could always call on from within.
She could do that too, build her name up as Elena Black. And then, I mean, like, you know, if she does get that call from WWE where it's like she, you know, they're all like, hey, we realize we fumbled the bag. We do apologize. Come back. We got all this stuff planned for you. Championships, title reigns, all that stuff, you know, like a crazy heel turn and stuff. Yeah, let's have it where we bring you back and you save Roxanne or something. Or, you know, you make it seem like you buddy with Nia Jax and things. Because it seems like because you look at like how Tiffany Stratton, how it was with her when she was with Nia Jax. I definitely, because Nia Jax, she seemed like somebody where it's like she has like that thing about her where it's like, you know, like she's already a legend. Like Nia Jax, that's anybody that says Nia Jax isn't a legend, I'm like, you just a hater at this point. But anyways, but she has like that legendary status to where like she could put over other wrestlers and things. Because I'm like, yeah, Tiffany Stratton, prime example. So I'm saying they could have went down that route. They could have went down the route where it's like she just shows up out of nowhere and attacks Nia Jax. But I'm just, or whoever, like it could be anybody, whether it's Tiffany Stratton or any female talents and stuff. But yeah, I overall think though that they fumbled the bag with her. But
well, we tried it your way, didn't we? And look what happened. Called us injury prone, lazy even.
Yeah, well, that's right.
If they only knew.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, then have it where she's at. My thing is this. I'm like, if I'm that person behind WWE, that I'm like, yeah, I definitely would have been on like, okay, then let's just have it where you you know, you're building up to your return and stuff through social media, because it wasn't like she didn't have like a following. She had a following. So that's what I'm like, yeah, definitely have it where it's like, you know, you're you know, just kind of getting into it with the talents and stuff like at home and things, and then they're like, aren't you injured? And then out of nowhere, that's when she just comes back, and then that's when, you know, yeah, she has like some sort of, whether it's she a heel turn or she's you know, face, or it's like, yeah, it's like she cool with the fans. But regardless, they shouldn't have fired her.
To your face and drove a knife right through your heart. So look, you disappointed your fans, your heroes, but worst of all, you disappointed the little girl who dreamt that she could take over a universe.
Like, it's gonna take some time.
You sacrificed your body for them, and now I will use this vessel for us. Or her. The cards have been drawn, the veil has been lifted, and the dead weight cut. So sweet dreams, my dear Cora. I'll take it from here.
Chicago, Illinois, Elena Black.
I feel like that's the thing too that also matters, like cutting promos. So it's like, you know, whether it was that was the reason why they released it, you couldn't cut a good promo, but still, it's like y'all gotta get a girl a chance.
Welcome to the era of Elena.
I'm a fan. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things. I'm like, yeah, but I think I did, yeah, I did see that where it's like she is going to, I think, yeah, she is going to take a break. I don't know if she's like retiring or you know whatever, but it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's just it takes time. Like when it seems like when it comes down to wrestling, and because that's one thing. It's like I've been a wrestling fan since 2007. You see so many different times where it's like it's either they're good at one thing or another. Like if they're not good at promos, they're good at wrestling. If they're not good at wrestling, they're good at promos. And then it's like you get that, you know, rare bunch where it's like they're good at wrestling and promos, where it's like they can have 5-star matches and things. So I think that, like, that's where it's like, you know, see, like my thing is this: if I, again, behind WWE and building up talents and all that stuff, I would definitely have it where it's like, okay, what are you comfortable with? Are you comfortable with going through the tables? Then it's like, okay, let's have it where you kind of do like some like, you know, extreme rule matches. Like, can you take a chair shot to the back? Okay, then let's have it where it's like, you know, just a bunch of different random stuff. I'm like, no, we're gonna go through a roller coaster of things, making sure you're safe, but we're gonna go through a roller coaster of things. And just, you know, at least my thing is this: it's either if we if we can't like figure out what it is and then we still end up releasing her, then it's like, okay, at least you will be able to have like a highlight reel to where it's like you build up your name, like the fans, they're like, nah, she went through a lot and stuff. But yeah, it's just something where I'm like, you know, I think though I know people are gonna probably be like, oh, yeah, you just said Elena Black or Cora Jade Sim. No, I just get sick and tired of seeing it where it's like talents, they get fired and it's like, or released, and it's like, bro, like that stuff needs to stop, man. I'm like, give these people a chance at things. But anyways, because it's just besides her, like there's so many other people where it's like, yeah, you know, you see where they let them go and it's like, fam, come on now. So but yeah, I'm like, with her, it's just, yeah, I felt like that she was building a name for herself. Like if they just kept on going, then she definitely, it would have been, I feel like there's like, it probably would have been like if, let's say, they did release her right after that, she probably would have had a moment where she did go viral and things. But anyways, yeah, hopefully, you know, she has her time in wrestling where it's like she has that moment that really puts her on the map. It has it where it's like, you know, yeah, it's like everybody's talking about her, like she, like it's that, like all the, like a whole like situation with like wrestling where it's like, yeah, like maybe not like WrestleMania, but like let's say it's like a pay-per-view, AEW, WWE, like just like TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestlers, all these different things, they go viral. But she has a moment where it's like it might not overtop it, but it's still in that conversation where it's like, hey, did you see what Cora Jade did last night? So, or Elena Black. But anyways, yeah, hopefully, you know, things do get better for her and stuff. But anyways, with that being said, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't though, go subscribe to her channel, Elena Black. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.